Hi everyone, I am Donna Reid and this is Donna Reid Talks Voice. And yet again, we're having a lesson with Alex. Hi Alex.
Hi everyone, hi Donna.
And so we're continuing our vocal journey here and we'll just see where we're at this week. Now, I know you're very busy and you have a lot of things going on, so you probably don't have a lot of time to sing
Mhm.
in between the times that I see you. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I've started to do that
Oh, okay.
during yes, with my vocal exercises, and I've returned to choir, and I've synced last Saturday.
Okay,
I'm
and how did,
sorry, last Friday. Yeah.
Okay. And so since we've been having the lessons, what have you noticed with your just singing in the choir and just practicing? Have you noticed anything different?
Oof, that's really different because when I've returned to my choir, it was really hard to change the regime of my voice because it's another regime. I thought a lot of things, solfeggio, which note I should sing now, how can I take my party because I'm singing bass in my choir. Oof, and a little bit it was, tightly.
And so then you're finding a little bit of a conflict between what you used to do and now what's happening with these
Yeah,
lessons.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because with you, it always easy, it always functional, and in my choir, it's not like this.
Of course, that's understandable because, the muscles are used to doing it one particular way, and now we're changing that coordination, and now the muscles are trying to figure out a new way to do it. But that's difficult to do and still sing because when you sing, the habit will just come back.
Yeah.
Well, but that's okay. You just be conscious about it and you just wait until your voice comes about. Now, let me ask you this. What types of things do you sing in the choir? What is it
Um,
class it's classical, right?
yeah, yeah, it's classical. The main problem for me in this choir is that I'm singing in really big diapason. I'm singing low notes and I'm singing high notes, and it always like mountains.
Okay, okay. So you have to go very low and very high.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's party of bass, it always, da 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 da, ba 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 ba.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
Okay. And what composers what repertoire are you singing earlier, like Bach? Are you singing later, like,
Oh,
Beethoven? What do you?
I really don't remember. It's some French composers.
Okay. Oh, of
It's
course, because you're in France. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe folklore things. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. I was just wondering what era, what time period the music is from, because there's, if it's earlier music, then usually you don't sing with so much sound. But if it's later music, more romantic and things like that, then usually they want a bigger sound. So I'm just wondering, which way it goes.
It's really different. It's really different.
So it changes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, fine, 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 fine. All right, so let's do the exhale and the inhale and just get that air flowing. And again, anybody who's watching, you could do that while we're doing this. Do it on your own time. Don't copy the same time frame as Alex is doing because we all have our own, however long it takes to go in, however long it takes to go out. We just want to get that air flowing, get the rib cage moving, feel that movement. Great. Wonderful. Now let me ask you this before we get started. What have you been noticing in when you sing in the choir about your breathing? Have you been more aware of what your breathing is doing?
I'm trying to do something what we did together on your lessons. I'm trying always to exhale, inhale, and trying to relax, but it's really hard.
Of
Sometimes
course it is.
sometimes
Yeah.
I forget it, and my muscles is really tight.
Yeah, that's absolutely understandable because, again, when we learn something new, it doesn't become the habit right away. And then when you're in the middle of singing and you want to get the notes right and you want to get the rhythms right and you want to get the words right and then you're looking at it and then you're thinking and this and that, that makes you, we can't
Yeah,
help it.
yeah.
We don't think about breathing because it's like, well,
Especially,
wait a minute.
especially on, yeah, especially on French.
Of course, of course. Yeah, understandable. Alrighty, so let's start with our falsetto. So let's just do our ooh falsetto and see what happens. Do that again, and don't hold the last note so long.
Yeah, okay.
And if it wants to go into some kind of a chest voice, you let it go to some kind of a chest voice. If not, don't worry about it.
Mhm,
Whatever is easy.
mhm.
Okay, so it's all still on the falsetto side, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Same thing, the whole octave. See where it wants to go. Good, you hear that little bit of extra chest voice on the bottom note, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. Sing that note just all by itself, that one note with that little bit of chest voice in it. That's it. Exactly. Exactly. Good. So it's chest voice, but it's a very quiet chest voice. There's
Yeah.
a lot of the upper side in it. That's perfect. Good, good. And each one might change just a little bit. That's it. And as you go lower down, nice and easy, you're doing nothing, nothing, nothing. Exactly. Good. Now you hear, especially these last two, little vibrations coming through.
Ah, yeah. No, I didn't hear
Oh,
anything,
that's
but
okay.
maybe.
But they were there and they're, well, let me ask you this. Did you sense a little bit more of a freedom in those bottom notes?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Much more because when I sing in low notes, I'm
Of
always
course.
pressing on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why. Maybe it's some bad habit. I don't really know. But sometimes I think oh, my timbre of voice sounds better when I do like this. Ah.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you exactly what it is. When you sing in a choir and when you sing bass, first of all, you've got all these other people in the choir. So there's a big sound, right? Because you've got lots
Yeah.
of people in the choir. And especially when you sing classical music and you're singing in the bass, you just want a big sound because, you just want that. I mean, it makes sense that one wants to hear that big sound. But the way we get to that big sound is not through force and push, which is what everybody does, but through getting the right resonation, which we're going to do right now. Okay, now we got that freer on the bottom in the lower because we took that falsetto, that kind of falsetto-like sound, brought that down so that it would be freer on the bottom. Now we're going to take this same ooh, and you're going to do 3 times goo goo goo. It's this chest voice, but it's a very quiet, kind of held back chest voice. That's step one.
Go 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 go.
Exactly.
Go 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 go. Go 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 go. Go 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 go.
And those feel pretty free, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So that's the first thing that we look for whenever we want to develop a voice and re-coordinate the muscles. We look for whatever feels freer because we have to get the freer sound before we can get the big, full, big sound. Because this is not the sound you're going to sing in the choir, obviously, but it's a freer sound. Now, step two. Let's start with where we just finished. You're going to do goo, 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 go, 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 ga, 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 ga.
Go 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 ga 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 ga.
Now you notice that the oo and the o and the ah are all different because they're different vowels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Great. You just let them be different. That's all you have to think about. That was great. Just what you did was great.
Go 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 ga 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 ga.
Good. Now, for this next one, it's only a half a step higher. Just a little bit tiny more energy. Just a tiny bit more.
Go 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 ga 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 ga.
Now already, you notice the ah is getting a little bit fuller.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and now it's not, again, it's not big, big, but it's certainly bigger than the ooh and the ah. You just observe that. You just notice what's happening. Same thing.
Go 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 ga 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 ga.
Good.
Go 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 ga 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 ga.
Great. Now you hear that ah, right? We're
Yeah.
going to do just the ah three times, just that same way, and see what happens.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
Great. Now, that's again, maybe not as full a sound that you're going to sing in the choir, but that's a pretty good ah, and I'm guessing that feels pretty free.
Yeah, yeah. And I wanted to say that I'm the only one in my party. Uh,
Oh, so you're the
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
bass?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are a lot of women in this choir,
Okay.
and I'm the only one man in my party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah,
that makes it difficult then. Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
understand
And
now.
I'm always forcing my voice
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's hard. How many in the choir altogether?
altogether, I guess 30 or 40 maybe
Okay. So yeah,
voices.
so it's a good size. It's not small small. Yeah, but still if you're the only bass, oh yeah, that's difficult. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to show you how to get this bigger bass sound, but without pushing so hard. So now we got the beginning of it. Let me think. All right. We're going to do the same. No, we're going to do it like this. This is obviously not the sound that you're going to sing, especially for classical music, but we're going to do the same with the G, right? And instead of ga, 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 you're going to do ga, ga, ga. And it's going to be very, very bright. Absolutely not a classical sound, but it's going to be very bright. And don't even think loud, just think ga, ga, ga. Let it sound a little weird, let it sound a little obnoxious. So ga, 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 ga.
Ge 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 ge. Ge 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 ge. Ge 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 ge.
Now, again, that feels fine, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's magic. I don't feel any pressure on my voice or something bad. No.
Great. Now, one of the reasons I'm using the ga 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 is because, especially singing classically and singing bass, what happens with a lot of people who do that is they think they over depress the larynx and they think like that. You know,
Yeah,
because we want to get the big sound. So we think the big sound is, oh, I'm going to push down like that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what the ad does is it changes the resonance adjustment. It changes the internal form to be, I hate to use the word placement higher, but it's a little bit higher where you're not depressing the larynx. Now, what has to happen, because obviously you don't want an sound, you want an sound, but you want it without, shoving down the larynx, suppressing the larynx. So we're going to get it through the So you're going to do, let me see how I want to set it up. You're going to do gag, 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 gay, gay, gay. No, I don't want the A. I changed my mind. Gag. Okay, you're gonna do ga 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 ga. So one ga and two gas, and
Yeah.
then just notice what the ah does, okay?
Okay, okay. Ge 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 ge. Excuse me. Ge
Ga
ge ge
ga
ga.
ga 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 ga
Ah,
ga ga.
ga 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 two times.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Ge 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 ga 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 ga.
brilliant. Did you hear what happened with that ah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know how do you do that, but that's really magic.
That was excellent. And I'll tell you how. It's really quite simple. When you're doing it, it seems magical because it's so easy. But it's really simple in that all I did was make sure that the internal cavity changed the resonance adjustment. And what that does is that has an effect on the vocal cords, and it makes the vocal cords vibrate a little bit more efficiently when this is in a particular set. And that set changes depending on what you're singing. Now, as I said, because you over depress the larynx, getting a big sound, we went on the ass side. So when you do ga 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 and then ga ga ga, now the opens up to a nice full but without being pushed down. Do you
Mhm.
see? So let's do it again. And then you'll notice that all you have to do is be aware of the internal cavity. What's it doing when you do ga, 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 ga? And you don't have to force it. You don't have to make anything happen. You just be aware of that. Notice the physicality of how your tongue is moving and all of that, which is moving beautifully. And then you hear the sound. So try it again for the next one and just do it the same way and you just observe. So ga, 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 and notice what happens.
Ge 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 ga 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 ga.
That's excellent. So you notice the shape of the ah. Now you notice the ah is nice and full. It's a nice but it's not oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Excellent. Let's do the next one.
Ge 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 ga 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 ga.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now for the next one, half step higher. Again, not loud, loud, but a little more energy.
Ge 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 ga 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 ga.
Now you hear that ah, right?
Yeah.
Great. Now we're going to do it like this. Those are the notes, and it's ga, 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 and it's that ga. And again, now for this one, you take a little bit more air, a little bit more energy because it's a wider interval, but just hear that sound, know how you're doing that sound, ga, 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 a little bit more legato, and back down.
Ga 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 ga.
Exactly. Great.
Ga 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 ga.
That's the idea. Now, as you go higher,
Mhm.
you can take a little bit more air and you
Yeah.
certainly need energy, but don't think you have to work hard. Don't think you have to
Mhm,
push.
mhm,
But you do need energy. You can't
mhm.
relax, but just because it's higher doesn't mean you have to work really, really hard, but you have to do something. So you have to find that balance, okay?
Yeah. Ga 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 ga.
And moving around was an excellent
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, great. I'll tell you what for the next one. Let's do the whole octave. Same idea.
Ga 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 ga.
Now, the top note was great, the bottom note was great. You didn't start, you started a little bit too high. You
Yeah,
didn't quite
yeah,
start
yeah, yeah.
on the bottom note. So, and I'll tell you why. Because once you're higher and you have that energy, then I play something that's lower, or you have to sing something that's lower. You were still a little bit on the higher energy.
Mm-hmm.
So then you didn't relax enough for the bottom note. But then when
Mm-hmm.
you came back down, you did. So that
Mm-hmm.
was great. So right from the beginning, you just kind of relax on the bottom note, but then you have a lot of energy going back up, and the ah is perfect. The way you're doing the ah is great. So take a breath. You don't do an awful lot on the bottom, but then you have energy on the way up, back off on the way down, and you move around. Okay, ah, ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga.
Okay, let's do this again. It's going to be too much air for the exercise, but that's okay. You can do the exact same thing, same pitches and everything. You're going to exhale, inhale as you bring your arms up, and you keep your arms up. And
Okay.
then you sing the same thing, ga, 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 ga.
Ga 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 ga.
Well, that was better, wasn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Especially when I moved down, it was much better.
Yeah. So one, I made you take enough air, which I think you did before, but more importantly, by keeping your arms up, then the rib cage stays out and then it doesn't do the grab when you sing.
Uh,
So breathe the same way, and half a step higher, ga ga ga, and breathe the same way and move around and see what happens.
ga 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 ga.
Good, 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 good. Now, go back to this one. Ga ga ga. Same sound that you're doing. Don't worry about the breathing, just breathe normally.
Mhm.
And really listen to the last note
Uh-huh.
that you're singing. So same, just fast, ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga.
Now, do you hear the last note? Do you hear the vibrato?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. Maybe not so much, but yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're going to keep going with this because when we go fast, you have this really nice vibrato that
Mhm.
comes in on the last note. And I really want you to listen to that. I really want you to hear this. So we're going to keep doing this exactly the way you're doing it. You're doing it perfectly. Really listen to that last note and hear those vibrations.
Ga 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 ga.
Yeah, that's great.
Ga 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 ga.
Yes.
Ga 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 ga.
Now, are you hearing it a little bit more?
Yeah, 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 of course.
Okay, now see if you can just do the ah.
Mhm.
Wait, let me think. No, we're gonna do it with the G first. It's a little bit not fast, and it's a little bit more legato. So ga ga ga, about like that, ga ga, and see if you could hear those vibrations again, even though we're not going fast. Okay, same thing, ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga. Oh, excuse me. Ga 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 ga.
Great. Now we're gonna do it without the G, just the ah, and hear those vibrations. So ah, exact same thing, and hear those vibrations.
Okay. Ah.
Great. Now I'm going to change the notes, change the intervals, but hear those vibrations again,
Mhm.
and hear those vibrations. Just the ah.
Ah.
Good. Now, the bottom note all by itself with
Mhm.
that ah and those vibrations. So just one note and hear those vibrations. Ah.
Ah.
But what happened there, and that's why I did this, what happened there is because it was at the beginning of your breath,
Mhm.
you pushed the air a little bit too hard and you didn't
Mhm.
have the vibrations.
Mhm.
So you
Mhm.
notice that the vibrations come in at the end of the phrase because you're not pushing the air so hard because you don't have so much air.
Yeah, yeah.
So be very careful. We're going to try it again. So don't push the air so hard and just take up, you don't even need an awful lot of air, but one note and hear those vibrations.
Ah.
Exactly. Now you can do that exact same thing and sing louder because this is one of the problems everybody has. Everybody. They think that louder means you push more air. Louder
Mhm.
does not mean you push more air. On this particular note, it's vibrating at a particular frequency. So you need a particular amount of air to get the vocal cords to vibrate at that speed to make that pitch. Louder simply means that more of the body of the vocal cord is vibrating, and when it's softer, there's less of the body of the vocal cord vibrating. But so that's what makes it louder, more of that, the thyroretinoid muscle vibrating more fulsomely, so the way they're going this way. But people think louder is more air, but it's not more air. So
Mhm.
see if you could do that again, just the way you did it, not too loud, hear the vibrations,
Mhm.
and then see if you can go a little bit louder with it. But again, louder doesn't mean you push more air. You just have the thought, you know what, I'm just singing a little bit louder. But don't let the loud get rid of those vibrations for you.
Mhm.
So in other words, you'll start with the ah, and then you go louder,
Ah.
but you hear those vibrations. You hear those vibrations take you louder, and louder does not mean more air.
Mhm. Should I do it like crescendo?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
crescendo without using more air and without losing the vibrato.
Okay, okay, okay. Ah.
Yeah, brilliant. And you were able to go louder without pushing the vibrato out of your voice.
Mhm, mhm.
Now, you're going to start with that note and you're going to let it vibrate.
Mhm.
Then you're going to move up to there and you're going to move back down. Now, the trick here is you're going to move on the vibration. So, in other
Mhm.
words, once you get the ah, you make sure it moves on the vibration and the vibration stays on the top note, and then you move back down on the vibration and the vibration stays on the bottom note.
Whoa, that's hard, but I'll try to.
Yes, it is. It's actually easier than you think. It
Yeah.
sounds it sounds difficult when I explain it that way. But once you get the vibrations going, and then you kind of move on the vibrations for the upper note and you move back down, it's actually you're gonna find it's easier than you think. But give it a try.
Ah.
Way easier than you thought, right?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
good. That was excellent.
Yeah, thanks. I don't really know was it right or not.
It was
You know.
perfect. It was great. It was great. Now I'm going to add another note. And it's the same idea. You
Mhm.
ride on the vibrations, you change the pitches on the vibrations and you hear the vibrations through every note. Brilliant. What did you notice with that? Is it weird?
Uh, for me, yeah, now I've started to understand why I have these bad habits in my vocal practice. It's because I didn't have a good school of vocal of vocal because a lot of teachers told me you should do like this. No, you doesn't right. No, and I'm always tired. I was always tired. I was always nervous, and
Yeah.
and the end. And I'm always thinking, is it right or not? But you told me that I shouldn't think like this, and I'm trying to change my mind now.
Right. So what the job of a teacher is to set up the conditions. In other words, the vocal exercise or however we do it to get your voice to go somewhere else, to do something else, without you saying, do this, do this, do this. I mean, I tell you what to do, listen to the vibrato and sing these pitches and all of that, but I'm not telling you place it here, do this support, so I'm
Yeah,
not looking for, I'm not looking for the sound I want to hear. I'm looking for whatever sound is freer. And I'm not sure what that sound is. I might have an idea, but I'm not sure what that sound is until I hear it. Now, when I hear this vibrato coming through that I heard in the beginning of this lesson, this time, I heard that that's a freer sound. So then my job is to make the conditions happen, recreate those conditions for you, so you can hear that sound, so you can feel that sound. You say, oh, wait a minute, that's a freer sound. That's what I want to do. But I didn't know that that was the sound you were going to make before we started. So once I heard it, then I knew, oh, well, that's better. Now, this is your quote unquote homework, right?
yeah.
This vibrato that we're getting here, try to see if you can get that happening when you're actually singing the music in the choir.
Hmm.
So you could, replicate what we did here, maybe do the ga 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 and get it going and get your voice, warmed up to do that. But you really want to hear those vibrations, because once those vibrations come through, you're getting a really good sound coming through and you could feel it's freer.
Hmm.
So what you want to do is you just want to hear that and see what happens. You notice, and it was a pretty decent sound. I mean, it was a big sound without you having to push.
Okay, okay.
So just play around with that for this next week, and then we'll see what happens, with the next lesson.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. Thanks for watching Donna Reid Talks Voice. If you have any questions for me about this episode, or if you'd like to join me on a future episode, please visit donnareedtv.com and click Contact.